So with the universe survival arc fastly approaching, I wanted to talk about something that I feel is Son Goku's biggest mistake thus far in Dragon Ball Super, and it actually occurred in the previous canon arc that's in the anime and manga, the Goku Black arc. And the reason I'm saying that this was his biggest mistake is what it could potentially lead to and create massive chaos. Because what Goku did in the Goku Black Zama's Future Trunks arc, it created some monstrosity. And what I'm saying is, you gotta look, in the Dragon Ball world right now, what is the biggest threat? As of right now, Goku Black is gone, Zamos is gone, all the villains are gone, but who is seemingly the most powerful opponent, or the most powerful being, for that matter, in Dragon Ball Super? Zeno. Zeno's very, very strong, and on top of that, that's a childlike mind. That's a dangerous combination. That's like a bomb waiting to go off, because if he sees something is unfit, or he sees that he wants to do something, he can do it, and you can't stop him. Like, even Beerus and Whis, two of the strongest that we've seen up until that point that Zeno was introduced, bows down to this guy. So, if he's a ticking time bomb, he's dangerous. What would make it worse? Hey, let's bring another one, right? I think Goku bringing in the other Zeno from the other universe created something very, very dangerous. Because as I just previously stated, Zeno is unstable. It's a childlike mind with too much power. And then on top of that, you have two of them now. So you have two childlike minds that are a dangerous combination. And on top of that, they're playmates. Goku could have easily chosen so many other people to be his playmates. Didn't have to be permanent, because he never said, bring me a friend that I can have forever. He just said, bring me a playmate. He could have bring his son Goten. He could have bring Goten and Trunks. He could have warned them, hey, be good or whatever. But he brought something that is very dangerous as well from another timeline, the other Zeno. And based on what we see in the preview for Dragon Ball Super, it seems as though, and of course the preview for the upcoming episode as well, that these Zenos are slowly starting to shift into their own people. In one case, we see that one of them has like a blue aura, one of them has a red aura, and they're doing a dance, which is seemingly for the upcoming opening of Dragon Ball Super. I'm not too sure, but it seems as though that's the case. And again, it's showing the differentiation between the two. But then on top of that, in the upcoming preview, as I discussed in a previous video, it seems as though their personalities are slightly altering. When they both raised their hand, one of them was surprised at the other one, and the other one didn't really think twice about it. So it's showing the differences between the two of them. And so again, let's talk about the fact that they're childlike minds, right? They're little kids basically with this explosive power to blow up universes at the drop of a hat. Let's look at kids, for example. Just compare it to actual kids, right? When two kids get into a, scuffle or a fight, they'll start throwing blows and doing things that they normally wouldn't do just because they're children, right? They'll hurt people, they'll do whatever because they're children. They get into fights and stuff like that. What if the two Zenos have a disagreement? Two kids. Then what? Who can stop them? Can the Grand Priest stop them? We don't know exactly the capabilities of the Grand Priest. We know he's strong, but that's all we really know about that. Likewise with the bodyguards. The bodyguards essentially could even get into a fight because of a disagreement between the two Zenos, because essentially it seems as though two bodyguards for one Zeno, two bodyguards for the other Zeno. So if they get into it, the bodyguards are going to have to jump in as well. So that could create conflict in between amongst that circle. But then again, just think if there's a big enough conflict to the point where one of them gets mad, similar to what a child does, and throws a tantrum. If one of these ticking time bombs throws a tantrum and goes crazy, blowing shit up, we could lose universe upon universe simply because of a disagreement between two childlike beings, which ultimately would lead to the fact that Goku made this mistake. Goku bringing this Zeno, which didn't really showcase any particular reason why it should be another Zeno, other than the fact that, hey, what would make a great playmate for the Zeno? Oh, another Zeno, which there was kids on Earth. He could have bring his own kids, which Goten is a pretty good kid at heart. Like, there's so many different people he could have brought to be a friend, but instead he brought another dangerous weapon. And I wonder if anything goes down in the future Dragon Ball Super, whether it be one of the Zenos turn evil, because that's a theory that's been floating around as well, that one of the Zenos will turn out to be evil and one of them will be good. Whatever the case may be, if you think about it, it'll all go back to Goku. It'll be Goku's fault in a sense, because he brought that Zeno to this timeline. He could have left that motherfucker in his other timeline, called it a day, but he actually brought him over here and essentially created what could potentially be a disaster amongst the universe. But I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys think. Do you think that this is Goku's biggest mistake? Do you think that this could potentially lead to something grand and potentially dangerous for the universe? If one of them goes crazy, do you feel as though it's what I think, that yeah, they're kind of like children, and children throw tantrums, and these children in particular are nuclear weapons that can destroy universes, and if they throw a tantrum, they can destroy universes, and it would all be Goku's fault because he made a mistake? Or do you think that since Goku actually did that without having, evil intentions, and he just was trying to quail the thirst of having a friend for that Zeno, he really isn't to blame? I mean, there is a case to argue there, the fact that Goku was just trying to be nice, he didn't really think anything of it, and if things go wrong, hey, there's the Grand Priest and the bodyguards that are there to stop those things, so it's not Goku's fault. Any overall thoughts of all this? Do you think potentially we could see a battle between two Zenos, two gods essentially, that can destroy universes? Any overall thoughts of this? Just wanted to talk about this because I think this could be something huge later on in the Dragon Ball Super story. The fact that Goku brought this bigger threat to this world, to this universe, these universes, without even realizing, holy shit, I brought another nuclear weapon that can fuck everything up and destroy everything. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.